Yay.
This is the reason I've been doing this for 30 years, because it's all about family and taking care of them. I'm getting ready to till so I can take that tiller back at a decent time, and then I can pick it up for that. And I can pick the PVC up.
Word.
Cut it.
I can cut it now.
No, now we just move this way.
No.
Farther.
We need to put another one. And then
Just move this way.
You want to do that again?
Welcome back, all you warriors, to a special edition of Elite Landscapes Life Stories. We are 180 miles away from home, and we're going to solve root rot problems today on this property. We are at my parents' place, and if you were hanging out last year in the community here, we did a huge landscape install on their brand new construction home. Okay, obviously we used the river rocks instead of mulch, and because this is all brand new construction clay, we had some issues with the holes that we dug for the new plants collecting water. And anybody knows that if a plant just sits in water, the roots get root rot and the entire plant dies. We had a few casualties, and we're here to solve them today. So we'll show you what we came up with for our solution for the problem. And we're doing some tilling for gardening. And I did buy my mom a little Mother's Day present, replacement Jack maple that I saw. So yeah, we'll show you around and we'll get some footage. I have to go back to the backyard and use a tiller on a new flower bed they're putting in. So I'll show you what our landscape looked like from last year, and we'll walk around the back of the house. Come on, let's go. So this part of the house, nice and healthy. We got the Autoluca laurels, the Nandinas, the beautiful Jack maple, the D-Runk, boxwood, pyramid, and a couple little perennials. So that's what we went with. That's kind of the scheme of the landscape here. As you can see, we had the Autoluca laurels for the hedges that grow here, there, down the front. We have the shorter hedge, the Nandina hedge, and we have a little boxwood hedge. These suffered a whole lot from that really cold spell we had down here in Virginia in late December, but they all came back. So yeah, like I said, 2 laurels here to replace, a Nandina down here. And if you remember, we had a very, very sad death right here. This was a beautiful coral bark Jack maple. I think it was beautiful all year last year. All right, so I think what happened was my mom saw that it had bugs on it, and she started hitting it with the insecticide spray. I think maybe the insecticide spray probably toasted that thing out, because it was healthy all last year up until this spring. So very sad. I love those trees, and it goes there. It belongs there. Take it around the back. So on this side of the house, we can obviously see there's a nice slope away from the house down here. And these were nice and healthy. They didn't have any standing water to deal with. They all have new growth on them. And there weren't any replacements in this section here. And around back we had 2 rhododendrons that keeled out, because if you know anything about rhododendrons, they do not want a lot of water, period. In the same kind of theme here, we have the laurels in the back, Nandinas in the front. This little area back here, we have hydrangeas. And yeah, they all came back. And this little guy is the Japonica, Pieris Japonica. Yes. And it's like nice and healthy. And we got a few more over here you gotta hit. You know, Nandina. I'm gonna move the little one here, back over here in this little space. And I'm gonna take this little midget, that one right there. And I'm just gonna put both of those in that hole right there. So, yeah. And that'll all be replaced. This dogwood tree, look at it. Brand new leaves, already looking crazy because the rest of the tree just suffered big time. A dogwood is another tree that hates to have water on its roots all the time. So this is where I'm headed, back here, this tiller. All right, so at least we got a Honda, right? If we're gonna have to do the hard work of tilling a garden out, at least we got the Honda. We're gonna hit this area right here. Little new flower bed they're gonna put in, and we'll end up having a border of some kind around it. But the rest of the family's over here and working on the garden. Okay. All right.
I bet you want this?
No,
Get my good side.
I showed you how to do it. That's all you needed.
I actually developed onto it.
Yeah.
Near the end,
Figured it
you're
all
supposed to
out.
lift up a little and just.
Yep, exactly right.
You didn't tell you from that part.
I yelled at you to come hold it and brace it for me. And you did, and it split in half, nice and easy.
No, did I? It's splintered, don't lie. Fine, a nice even cut.
Getting it done. Look who's here. You already saw her laying down the garden stuff. A little warm out today, huh?
A little warm.
Yeah, a little warm.
They're very articulate creatures.
He's asking Ty to keep track of stuff. Oh Lord.
So what?
So he's asking Ty to keep track of stuff. Oh Lord.
It's funny.
Interesting rock. There's a few of them.
So that's some wet, mucky soil. That's why a lot of these plants didn't make it. So what we're doing, I'll show you now. I already got the front planted. So I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Look. So to prevent another round of root rot and ponding water in these bowls, we got about 8 to 9 inches of rock in the bottom of the hole. And then we add PVC pipe. See? So I told you I went ahead and bought my mom 2 Mother's Day gifts. Well, I told you about one, and I found another one on the way. There's the coral bark that died out, and yeah, it kind of almost made me cry, and I know she cried when it didn't come back this year. So went ahead and replaced it for her, and it's already rigged up with the gravel and the PVC pipe, and I'll explain to you what that's supposed to do. I'll show it to you. So you can see the PVC pipe sticking up out of the ground here, and that goes down into the gravel itself. So it can actually do some evaporation, help it evaporate by having that air going down to it. And that's a little trick from Texas, because you can also use that to water the plants if you're in a drought period. You just water it from the bottom, it gets plenty of water. So, as I said, we've done replacements already. Nandinas, some laurels, and here's the other little Mother's Day present with our little Jap maple here. And we did the same thing. It's got the PVC, and yeah, really wet and mucky. And I'm not done yet. I'm not gonna leave it looking like that. Of course not. That's kind of hideous looking. So we'll be coming through and pimping everything out the way it should look. And thank goodness we're in the shade in the back. It's kind of roasting out. Last week, you saw me wearing my winter jacket in May. Now it's like 87 degrees out. So we're rolling around back. So here's the little system we got. Here's our gravel. Here's our pipe coming out. And we'll go ahead and put a little rhododendron in there. And we already know, like we said, they don't like a lot of water. So we'll see if they survive this year and they enjoy life.
Want to see a tarantula?
It's not a tarantula.
Come here, look.
I can't get a picture of it. Where is it?
The biggest spider. Can you see it? You want to touch it?
No.
You want me to touch it for you?
That's the one bad thing about rocks. A lot of different scary spiders. Scary. All right, we are finishing up on time. It is 6 minutes till 6. Tyler's on the last little hole here. And it's definitely been a long, hard day. A lot of stuff done. And yeah, I'll check back in. Not done yet.
Probably all the D-runks have made it.
Yep. So they did tilling here. Well, I did tilling here. A little bit of tilling, not a whole lot. And Pa and the boys put together these planter boxes and filled them up with the soil they're using. Looks like they ran a little short on it, but yeah. My dad's happy with everything that's going on, and that's the main thing. Got the place starting to look good, like a home. And that over there, we'll walk that way. That's awesome, isn't it? That's just historical looking country charm. And that's where we're at right now. So, yeah, that's what they accomplished on the garden area. We'll walk over here and show you the plants and stuff that we put in. I'm a big fan of the design we have. Huge fan of the trees we chose and the shrubs. And yeah, I just want to share it with you guys. So we'll check in. Let's go look around. I do have all this whole project in prior videos from last year. 2 different trips up here. One of them was the initial installation, and the other one was when the root rot started happening and everything started dying out. So I think it's looking pretty good. Still got to plant that little perennial. But I bought that little replacement for my mom for Mother's Day. Bought that today and put it in. And the beautiful coral bark Japanese maple, bought that for today. That's another Mother's Day present. So replaced the 2 beautiful trees, because honestly this landscape doesn't go without it. I mean, it needs those beautiful trees as specimens in it. Got one back there that we're gonna be patient. The top couple rungs died out. And there's the soulmate hanging out. She worked hard today. She got a little toasty red and burnt. But yeah, like I said, this side nice and healthy. And it just wraps around. We didn't do any plantings over here. This is just kind of keep everything away from the foundation. So eventually we'll have beautiful Japanese maple right here, another one down there, and everything will be beautiful.
Personal project?
This is amazing.
Boxes, but very excited to live here. I know. It's not done. How long in the making? 17 years. There you go.
All right, the tour is continuing. You're leaving this way.
Look at these. These are pretty amazing. Let me know what you think about these. Shout out to Ron's Crystal Lawn. All those beds are finished now. And we have some cucumber trellises that Pa's gonna set up. So, yeah, I'll walk you around, show you the plants that we got in the ground, show you everything we got back to life, and yeah, it's a good day.
Soak up some of the caffeine and jitter in your body. Well,
Basically.
wait. I just didn't think about that.
Well, there's my dad doing his thing. Time to walk around and show you guys what's up, right? Oh yeah, Dalton hooking up Pa with the weed eating. Getting these rocks cleaned up. But look, I'll be honest, if you don't clean these rocks up, they get kind of crazy, man. There you go. They got them all cleaned up. Because you know, when you get to be in your 80s, man, weed eating is not really something that you enjoy doing. And my dad had back surgery this winter. So, yeah. But you saw him out there riding. He's getting it. So this little dude is the only one that we didn't replace. And the reason is, obviously he's got one green leaf, or one green stem. And the birds come sit on this. And my parents like to watch the birds from their porch because they go to the bird feeder, which is right there. So they requested I don't mess with this right now because they enjoy the birds, which is cool. You know, I get it. Rhododendron. There you go. Got grandpa and grandson working together for the first time. Cutting grass at least. Yeah, there's a little makeshift bed we made yesterday. Whatever, it'll work for right now. It's better than looking mucky. Oh look, there's Soulmate. Say hi to everybody. She's following me. This is the reason I've been doing this for 30 years. Because it's all about family and taking care of them. So, thank you guys very much.
You're welcome.
We're here.
Been hugely blessed. And, yeah, they've grown up into wonderful young men. So, like I always say, be good if you can, always be kind, and above all, love each other. Peace. Lee Landscape style. So yeah, I kind of take extra pride and joy in this project. So I don't usually get to design and install an entire landscape. And when you do, and it comes back to life, it's pretty awesome. Good feeling. And like I said, the trees make a big difference.